Hello everyone, I am going to explain question second from exercise 4.1 and this question belongs from 10th class maths. Solve the following pair of linear equation by graphical method and find the nature of roots. So pair of equations are given to us, we have to draw the graph and with the help of graph we have to describe the nature of roots. So we will start to make the graph. To make the graph first we need to find out the coordinate table. So first we will understand how to find out the coordinate table. So one by one we have to take the equation. First we have to take the equation firstly which is given to us here. Given equations are x plus y equal to 3. We will assume this equation as first equation and the second equation which is given to us is 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. That is equation second. Now we will solve the first equation. There is x plus y equal to 3. So we are not exactly solving it. We are going to find out the coordinate table for equation. Once we will write down here. From equation 1 we get, so equation 1 is x plus y equal to 3. From here keep any one variable in one side and shift the other variables you will get. So this is in plus, it is going to be in minus 3 minus y. Now one by one the values of y just replace here. So case first, any value whatever be you want. So I am going to replace y equal to 0. So when y is 0, in that situation x is going to be, then x is equal to 3 minus 0. Means first write the equation and from that equation any one variable you just separate, other variable shift in other side, and whatever variable you shifted, then you have to assume the values from your side. You can assume any value, 0, negative numbers as well as positive number, any number just assume and so replace that assumed value in the equation and get the value of x. So it's going to be x will get here 3. So this is the first set of coordinate. The second, like this we have to get 3 values. So case second, when y is equal to 1, then x is equal to 3 minus 1 is equal to 2. In the same way, one more value we have to assume, third, when y is equal to 2. So these assumptions are on you, whatever you want you can assume. So x is equal to 3 minus 2 is equal to 1. Now we are going to create the coordinate table. So we will write here. So coordinate table for equation first. The equation first is x plus y equal to 3. So like this we have to form the coordinate. First x, then y. So like this 3 columns just create. So first is, this is our first case, x is 3 and y is 0. So here enter 3 and y is 0. So like this column wise you have to enter, and when you will enter be very careful, x should be entered in x place. So it's going to be 3 and y is 0. In second case x is 2 and y is 1. In third case x is 1 and y is 2. So here in second case y is 1 and x is 2, so 1 and 2, and in third case x is 1 and y is 2. So be very careful while entering the data here. So we got the coordinate table for first equation. Similarly we are going to get the coordinate for the second equation also. So we will write here. Now from equation second we get. So what's our equation second? 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. So I am going to separate this 2y. So it is going to be 3x minus 4 is equal to plus 2y. So what I have done is this minus 2y I shifted in other side and 4 I shifted in that side because I want to separate y. So here we'll get 3x minus 4 divided by 2 is equal to y. Now same way we are going to assume the values of x. So we will get here case first is when x is equal to 2, then y is equal to, because the formula is 3x minus 4 upon 2 which we got here, y is equal to 3x minus 4 upon 2. So that is just write down. Now here instead of x replace 2. So when you replace here it will come in multiply 3 into 2. So you will get it like this. 3 multiplied by 2 minus 4 divided by 2. You will get 6 minus 4 upon 2. That is 2 upon 2 equal to 1. So select the number in such a way that after all the steps you can easily divide it, and if you cannot divide then it will come in decimal. That's also not a problem, but try it as much as possible that you can get the complete divisible number. That's why I selected x equal to 2 in first case. In the same way in second case also we will select some other number so it will select here x is equal to 4, then y is equal to 3x minus 4 upon 4. So instead of x we have to write down 4, so 3 into 4 minus 4 upon 4. So 3 4s are 12 minus 4 upon, not 4 here, sorry, in denominator we have 2. So 12 minus 4 is 8 upon 2 is equal to 4. In the same way, case third, just select x as 0. So when we select x as 0, in that situation y is going to be 3x minus 4 upon 2 is equal to 3 multiplied by 0 minus 4 upon 2 is equal to, because 3 into 0 is 0, so minus 4 upon 2 is equal to minus 2. So we obtain the coordinates. Now we will create the coordinate table. So we will write here. So coordinate table for second equation, that is 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. Here we will write down x, y. Now x is in first case, you will see here x is 2 and y is 1. So we will write here x is 2 and y is 1. And in second case we have x is 4 and y is also 4. So we will write here 4 upon 4. In third case we have here x is 0 and y is minus 2. So we will write here x is 0 and y is minus 2. Now we obtain both the coordinate table. Now we have to draw the graph. So for the graph you have to draw the x-axis and y-axis, and you have to write down the scale also. So this horizontal line is our x-axis and vertical line is our y-axis, and wherever they intersect it's going to be 0. So this I am mentioning here. So this x means only, this is positive side, x dash means this negative side, and here y is only y, so it's a positive side, and here y is negative, so it's a negative side. Now we'll put the points here. So it's going to be, we'll mark the points. On the graph you have the dark lines. On that dark lines you just write down 1. According to your range of data, just write down. My data are, because you can see the table, my data are ranging from 1, 2, 3, 4. All are small data, that's why I am writing here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 like this. And if you have large data, suppose you have here 50, 60, 70 like this, then you have to take here 10, 20, 30. Same way. So when we locate all the points on the graph will appear like this. The positive numbers you just take on this side and negative numbers on this side. So this is named as x-axis, and this is going to be our y-axis, and wherever they will intersect, it's going to be the origin. Now in the graph, this corner you have to write down the scale. It's very necessary. You can, this scale acquires 25% weightage of your marks. That's why write down scale very properly. Now how to write it scale? How much gap we have took here? So on the graph, the one dark line's gap is 1 centimeter. So 1 centimeter gap I took, and between the data, how much is the gap? 1 gap is there. That's why 1 centimeter equal to 1 unit. In the same way, on y-axis also, for each centimeter, my data gap is also 1. That's why on 1 centimeter again 1 unit. Now we have to, after locating all these things on the graph, we have to start to locate the coordinates which we had made in the first table. So just see the first table which we had already calculated earlier. So this is our first table. So this first table roughly I wrote here so that I can easily locate the points. So that is this is our first table, roughly I wrote here so that I can locate the points. So the first pair is 3, 0. So to locate the point, first you have to go to the x-axis. So x is how much? Positive 3. There is no sign, means plus 3. So plus 3 is here. So first we will go here, and then y is 0. Y is 0 means 0. So y is 0 here only, means you not have to take any step either in front, forward or at backward. You have to stop here only. So this is going to be the location of 3, 0. So first place is for the x and second place is for the y. So it's a ordered pair. So we have to locate like this, put a small dot, then encircle it, and it's going to be 3, 0. So here it's very necessary that the first place should be x coordinate and second place is of y coordinate. So first point we located. Now we have to locate 2, 1. So x is 2. So first we'll move to x2. So where is x2? Here. Then y is how much? 1. So y is 1. So we have to move here. So on your graph, wherever these dark lines will intersect, there is going to be 2, 1. So how I went? First to the x-axis, that is x equal to 2. Then since y is 1, positive 1, so I went to the forward direction. If y is negative, then we have to move at back direction. Since y is 1, so up to 1 you have to move. So like this you have to move. So it's going to be here. So we have to locate it. So then encircle it and write down the ordered pair. First x coordinate, that is 2, then y coordinate 1. Now the third last point of this table is x is 1 and y is 2. So x is 1 here and y is 2 here. So we have to locate here. So it's going to be near about here. So x is 1 and y is 2. Now with the help of scale, we have to have, you all in your copies, with the help of scale you just join them. So when you will join it, a straight line should come. They all should lie on the same straight line. So like this you have to join, but here I am going to join roughly. So it's going to be like this, roughly we will join it. So exactly the line should pass from all the coordinate. Now on this line we have to write down the equation. So this equation is, which equation is this? X plus y is equal to 3. So the first line completed. In the same, so this line is came very untidy because I had drawn. When you will draw by scale, it's going to be very straight line. Now we are going to locate the coordinate of the second table, that is here. The second table is for second equation, that is 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. For this equation the coordinate table is this. Now we have to locate it. So x is 2 and y is 1. So x is 2 and y is 1. So already it is located. So this point is common between them. And the second, so we cannot locate again it, but we have to keep in our mind that this point is also appearing in this table. The second point is 4 comma 4. So x is 4 and y is also 4. So it's going to be near about here. So we locate here 4 comma 4, and the last point is x is 0 and y is minus 2. So it's going to be negative side. X is 0. So x is 0 here and y is minus 2 means here. So the position of point is going to be here. So we locate here. X is 0 and y is minus 2. Now all the 3 points. So where are the 3 points? This one and this one and this one. We'll join them. So when we'll join it, it's going to be like this. So you all just try by the scale, it will come very neatly. So when you will join it, is going to be near about like this. So where they are intersecting exactly at 2 comma 1. So the intersecting point is 2 comma 1 because the common point is 2 comma 1. So on this line, just write down the equation name. The equation name is 3x minus 2y is equal to 4. So this equation is, this graph is appearing very untidy because I had simply used by pen. Scale I can't use here. So when you will draw it by scale, the lines are going to be very straight and it's going to be very neat also. And that time you will find that both lines are exactly passing from 2 comma 1. So the graph is intersecting at one point. So the graph has unique solution. Unique solution means one solution. So the nature is the line have unique solution and the solution is 2 comma 1. So we'll write that now in last. After drawing the graph, we have to write down from graph the conclusions which we are going to make. Since on graph both lines are intersecting at point 2 comma 1, so lines have unique solution. So this is the nature of the equations. Now solutions we are going to write down, which implies x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1 is the solution. So in answer we'll write down x is equal to 2 and y is equal to 1. And what is the nature of the solution? Unique solution. So students, like this you just try the remaining parts. I hope this question is clear to you. Graph is got little bit untidy, but I am very sure that when you will draw on your paper and pen and with the help of scale, you will get very neat graph. So try it, and further if you have any doubt, you can write in the comment so that I can clear out your doubts. Thank you.